Hi guys, I wanted to make a video to just talk about the recent controversy that took place with Apurva, also known as the Rebel Kid, and Samir Raina, and a few others on the show. I'm not making this video to support someone or to say that somebody did something wrong, but I just want to create some kind of awareness for our generation and just tell people that our generation is going somewhere we shouldn't go because firstly we're engaging with content which clearly includes negative vibrations. It has a lot of swear words, and saying such things has been normalized in our generation, which is really concerning because the messages that Apurva received on Instagram, those rape threats, those were all very scary, right? And having those threats in your DMs is scary enough. I can't even imagine the people who have actually gone through it and um, who might have faced those kind of situations in their real life. But um, yeah, so our generation should really evaluate where we are taking ourselves because we are making content creators super rich, but we don't really know them, right? In real life, we don't know what their value system is, where they're coming from, what kind of videos they they're putting out there. That does show that they are like it does show a part of them though. So I'm just trying to urge our generation to please engage with people who are actually adding a value or adding something to your life. Watching those story times that Apurva does or so many other content creators do, and in those videos itself, those people swear a lot. And it's we all know it's not good to swear, whether it's a man or woman, whatever we are saying, it's just negative words. And we are putting those energies out there, right? Those things will come back to us in one way or the other. So what happened to her was not justified, but I wouldn't say she deserved it or anything, but she also did put out those energies, right? She did say negative things of the show. She said things to look relevant or to seem like she's cool. And that's the issue because many people do that, right? Even on the show, there were many people who came on the show who wanted to be made fun of just so that they could be cool, they could get some clout. And that's the real issue because why is our generation considering being cool as the benchmark of everything, right? Why am I engaging with the content creator just because she seems cool and she has a lot of makeup on, she's wearing really nice clothes, and she has her hair done and everything, and that's why I'm engaging with her content. But in reality, her content itself is nothing. It's just her saying like negative things about others, her talking about some bad experiences in her lives or swear words and all of those things. And if you think about um, Ranveer, who was also on the show, and he said something which turned out to be super offensive to everyone, but I would have never imagined him to say something like that because that guy is not he's not in his 20s. I think he's probably in his 30s. He seems to be so mature. He does so many podcasts, like really long 1 hour podcasts with such big spiritual leaders, and he seems to be very rooted, right? He seems to be someone who believes in God, and he seems to be very mature. But in reality, when he went on the show, he ended up saying something just so that he could seem relevant and just so that he could make people laugh. So, and why is that? Because we are measuring his worth based off of how many people laugh at his joke. Is that really what our generation has come to? Like, that's kind of sad because why is that man's worth just based on, okay, did he say something relevant? Did he say something to make me laugh? Like, if he didn't do that, he's not funny enough and he's not relevant and we should cancel him. Like, what is this cancel culture? That's like so lame, right? We need to start finding content creators or just promoting those creators who are actually adding good vibrations, who are teaching you good things, who are teaching you good values. And this is something that might create some drama, but फेमिनिज्म के नाम पर आजकल सभी लड़कियां कुछ भी कर रही हैं, एंड फेमिनिज्म के नाम पर हम बस मर्द बनते जा रहे हैं, इन द सेंस दैट हम जो थे, हमारी जो अच्छी क्वालिटीज़ थी, हम उन्हें भी भूल कर एक तरह से एक आदमी बन रहे हैं, जैसे कि अपूर्वा ने करा, राइट? जैसे किसी ने उसे एक गाली दी तो उसने 10 और गालियाँ दी, ठीक है? वो कोई अच्छी चीज़ बुरी चीज़, कुछ लोगों के लिए अच्छी चीज़ है, कुछ लोगों के लिए बुरी चीज़ है, बट पर्सनली मेरे लिए कोई अच्छी चीज़ नहीं है, बिकॉज आप किसी को 10 गालियाँ दोगे, फिर वो और 20 आपको देगा, तो वो कोई, ये तो साइकिल चलती रहेगी, राइट? बट यू ऑल्सो नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट देर आर पीपल दैट आर लिटरली sick. There are men, many men in this nation are literally sick. They will say random things to you just so that they can get clout and just to feel better or whatever. They have all these different ways of insulting women. And you know what? I feel like there are so many content creators. I can find 20 Indian content creators जिनके comment section पे वही सब भरा होगा जो उसने post डाला है, अपूर्वा के post पे जो था. एंड ये कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स तो ऐसी भाषा भी नहीं यूज़ करते, उनने तो कुछ करा भी नहीं है बेचारों ने, ठीक है? तो तुम अकेली नहीं हो, तुम कोई जो विक्टिम बन रही हो यहाँ पर इस सिचुएशन में, तुम रही होगी विक्टिम, बट जो तुमने करा तुम्हें एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए कि मैंने भी गलती करी है एक तरह से, ठीक है? एंड जो तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स वेंट थ्रू, दैट वाज आल्सो एक्सट्रीमली सैड, बट द फैक्ट दैट you also did something to react to that person was not good, right? So you need to start evaluating your behaviors, and you need to start evaluating what are you putting out there, what energy are you putting out there, because it's always going to come back to you. And please understand one thing, you can't control what others say to you, you can only control what you say or how you react. So if you're going to react in a negative manner, it's only going to exceed, it's only going to go worse, and there are people that are going to keep going and making those kinds of comments at you. So as a generation, I feel like our generation also should please evaluate who are we watching, what are we watching. It's not wrong to watch YouTube videos or Instagram reels or whatever, but please engage in content that has some good value, that teaches you something good, that you're taking a lesson from and you're actually applying in your life. ये जो लड़कियाँ जो इतने 20-20 मिनट की वीडियो बनाती रहती हैं अपनी स्टोरी टाइम पे, पता नहीं क्या बोलती रहती हैं, लाइक कुछ भी नहीं है वो, मतलब इट माइट सीम फनी फॉर 5 मिनट्स, बट उसके बाद कुछ है ही नहीं उसमें, कुछ लेसन नहीं सीखा, कुछ नहीं करा. हमारी जनरेशन पता नहीं क्यों इतना टाइम वेस्ट करती है ऐसी चीज़ों में. इससे बेहतर है कुछ कायदेगा सीखो, कुछ अच्छा सीखो, कुछ अच्छा ग्रोथ माइंडसेट वाली चीज़ें लर्न करो, राइट? So I'm really sorry she had to go through that, and everybody, I wouldn't say she was in wrong or she did something right. Everybody had their share of mistakes that they did, but all we can do is try to learn, and we as viewers should also learn how to behave with people. We should also not go around saying such things to people genuinely. Like, I feel like a lot of men do it and some women do it too. It's very easy to question another woman and say that, oh, she's behaving like this because she's characterless, but you don't know what she's been through. So we all need to evaluate ourselves, and content creators should specifically evaluate their content, and please don't put out such things, because there might be 10-11-year-old girls who are watching your content who think that, oh wow, she's so cool, she's swearing like this, even I should swear like this. And ये चीज़ फिर बढ़ती रहेगी, हमारी पूरी सोसाइटी में गंद फैलती ही रहेगी. पहले 10 साल पहले सिर्फ मर्द गालियाँ देते थे, अब लड़कियाँ भी देती हैं. लड़कियाँ भी देती होंगी पहले शायद, बट अब लड़कियाँ और देने लग गई हैं. तो हम अपने बच्चों को ये सिखाएंगे कि गालियाँ दो, ये बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है, अच्छी चीज़ है, बहुत आगे बढ़ो, गालियाँ दो. कोई अच्छी चीज़ नहीं है ये, पहली बात तो. ठीक है, तो ठीक है, सबसे गलतियाँ हुई हैं, बट इसके आगे हमें बस ये देखना है कि हम किस चीज़ से इंगेज कर रहे हैं और अच्छा कंटेंट कंज्यूम करना है. थैंक यू.